So I want to talk about control. Have anyone ever told you that you are too controlling, that you need to like let go, take a step back and stop being too controlling? And I have to say, what's wrong being in control? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It all depends on the person and depends how controlling you can be. In my opinion, there's different types of being in control. Like for me, I like to be in control in my apartment, in my household. I like to make sure that things are put away properly, things are clean, things are being done. I like to be in control of driving. If it's my vehicle, I want to drive unless I'm like really super tired that I'm not capable of driving, then I have a friend of mine or my husband to take over. It all depends. And the reason why I'm talking about this because my husband said that I'm controlling, and I'm like, I don't feel like I am. I don't feel like I am controlling. I like to be in control in certain things. I don't like to have people do things for me. I like to do it my certain way, even though that's a little bad because every way is different as long the job and certain things are getting done. But again, it depends. Like cleaning, I clean a certain way. My husband, he's a slob and he just leaves things all over the place. And I don't like that. I like things structure. I like things in order. I like things clean and neat. And on the other hand, he just have things all over the place, which it drives me absolutely crazy and I can't stand it. And for me, it's just part of growing up. It's part of how my parents raised me and my sisters, how to have a clean household, to have things organized, put things away, like making my bed early in the morning, or when I go out and come home, put my clothes away and not leave it on the floor or anywhere that people can see. That's how I was taught. That was how I was raised, and I can't help that. You know, you can't just change someone's I want to say behavior, but certain you can't change people habits. If that is a habit, I don't know if that's a habit. I want to say habit, it's just the way they're growing up, if that makes sense. You know, that's just who I am. That's how I'm always going to be. Unfortunately, that's something that my parents instill in me. That's how I want to instill in my children, to be organized and neat and clean up after themselves. But with that being said, there's times that I can be a little bit too controlling. Like, for example, like when my husband drives my car and I tell him, well, why are you doing this way? Why are you doing that way? And he can't stand that. But in my mind, it's like, it's my car and I want it that way. And I'm thinking, maybe I need to pump the brakes a little bit. Like, he knows how to drive. He's an excellent driver. So I shouldn't be like on him when it comes to driving my vehicle. So that's one example. Another example, oh, sorry, I thought Apollo opened the door, but it just opened itself. Another example, I'm trying to think that he doesn't like that he's controlling, making the bed. He doesn't make the bed the right way. For me, how he makes the bed, when he wakes up, he just takes the sheets and just put it over it. Me, I like to remove the sheets, pull everything, make sure it's nice and crisp and what's the word I'm trying to think? I can't think of the word, I'm sorry. But you know, nice and crisp and pulled, and that's the way I like to make my bed. And he gets annoyed when I tell him that he does it wrong, which he does, but don't tell him that. But there's other times, you know, I recognize in myself that I can be a little bit too controlling when it comes to work, when it comes to certain things, and I'm working on it. Just like I told him, I'm a work in progress. At least I'm aware of it, and I know that I can be controlling in certain things, that I want him to do things right away, do things my way, and his way may not be sufficient to my way, or vice versa. His way not be efficient to the way I'm doing it. It's just trying to meet in the middle and compromise. But I am working on it. I know there's some of you have like control of things, and are you working on, you know, being not too controlling and not too overbearing? Because I know I can be overbearing when it comes to my household and when it comes to certain things. Now, some people can be, you know, controlling and telling your husband or yourself where to go, who, what friends to meet or what friends to see, stuff like that. That I don't do. That I'm not controlling of that. My husband have his friends, I have my friends. He can do what he wants within reason and respectfully, and vice versa. We don't control each other in that sense, thank God, because I wouldn't even tolerate a man controlling me that way, or vice versa. But when it comes to certain things, I have to have control of. You know what I mean? Like paying the bills, making sure that's paid, making sure, things are in order in the household. That I have control of. Like I just can't let that go, and I'm working on that. Or just doing certain things that I feel like I can do it. Like I don't need my husband's permission. I just feel like us women, we just know, we just take charge, if that makes sense. And that's where um that's the control thing. Like we take charge. We just don't wait around for our men, because no offense to you guys, but you guys are slow. You guys are slow. And I feel like once men are married, they're like babies. Like they don't even know what to do anymore. Like once they're married, like they expect their wife to do everything. I'm like, wait a second, you know how to do X, Y, and Z. So why are you like acting like you don't know how to? And that's when us women, we take charge and we just do it. And some men, they get upset or annoyed, like, why did you do that? Blah, blah, blah. Because you're not moving your ass to do this. So that's why I'm stepping in to do it. I'm taking control. And I tell my husband all the time, and he gets so upset with me. Well, if you would have done this, then I wouldn't have to step in to do it. But you don't do it. So that's when I step in and take control and do it. And I'm the type of woman, I take action. I do things and I get it done, and boom. And that's it. That's what us women do. We take charge. We don't sit in our butts and just wait around until, men decide to do things. We don't do that. I especially don't do that. And that's why some men don't like that, and some men do. It all depends on the guy. I know my husband, he can't stand that, but listen, I have to step up and do things. That's how I roll. That's how I do things. And sometimes I have to like take a step back and not do that, because he gets annoyed. He doesn't like it. He wants to charm in and step in, but sometimes he doesn't. So that's when I step in and do it, because us women, we have to. We can't wait around for men. So I like to know, do you have the same issues that I have? And are you working on that, not having too much control in your household and your marriage and everything that you do? Because I know I'm working on it. It's hard to let go of control and just let your significant other step in or have his opinion and things like that. It's hard for me because, I sometimes I think that I'm still single, and I'm not. I'm actually married, and it's two of us, not one. But there's times that, I just don't like people dragging their feet, man. I'm like this. I'm like on the go, let's go. I like to make things happen. I like to figure out results and get it done. And that's it. I don't like to wait around to see what's next and what's gonna happen. And that's just how I am. So I would like to know, and please comment below and share your experience with me. If you had that issue and anyone said anything to you about like you're too controlling, you need to like take a step back, I would like to hear that. And it's okay if you recognize that, and if you're willing to change that habit. I know I'm still working on it, and I want to change certain things that I don't want to be too controlling of, and let my husband take the lead and have him do things and make decisions. But it's just hard when he just sit on his feet and just wait around to see what's going to happen. And me, I just like to take action and do things. That's what I do. So please let me know your comments and what you think. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care and God bless. Bye.